and I'm looking to the comments. So Fredo, Tycho, anybody, tell us that you can see us live on YouTube. Tell us that you can see us streaming on X, and we know not that we can do a lot about it if we've got any technical issues at this point. But let us know. We got Madrid 22 here. I feel like a poor man's James Pelton. So yeah, Madrid 22 here from ArbiDex. Danny here from Foxify and Funded. Still waiting for that thumbs up. So give the stream a like, follow Foxify. Let me know, guys. Come on. Can you see us streaming on Twitter? Are we streaming okay on YouTube? Give us the thumbs up and then we can get moving.
And if not, it could just be a fun conversation between you and I for the next couple.
Yeah, fantastic. So you can see us. Thank you, Fredo. You can see us on YouTube. Question is, are we streaming on Twitter? Let's be sure about that, or X, as the kids call it now.
I don't think I'll ever be able to call it X.
Yes, it's weird, isn't it? Angaro's given us the thumbs up. I'm going to go with him. He's a golden fox, actually. If you don't know what golden fox is, we'll start there. It's if you hold 5,000 EB fox in the earn and burn fox pool, then you get loads of benefits. But I won't start shilling right away. But there's So Angaro, thank you, golden fox. So why are we here today? We're going to give an introduction to ArbiDex. Going to give an introduction to Foxify and Funding, because maybe you're from ArbiDex, maybe you're from somewhere in the Twitter sphere and you don't know what either of these things are. So we'll give you an introduction, bring everybody up to speed. Then we're going to move into talking about why we're doing this, right? What does the partnership entail? What are we doing in terms of the nuts and bolts of what's coming in the next few days? And then we'll talk about the competition that we've got planned as well. So a sneaky competition, just a bit of fun actually between two communities. So it'll be a competition where if you're a trader, you can get involved, but if you're not a trader and you're just a token holder, then you can get involved as well. So we'll talk about that in a bit. So Madrid, I will shut up for 2 minutes. It'd be great to get introduction to you, ArbiDex. Tell us who you are and why you're so fantastic.
Yeah, man. Hey, it makes it easy. It's a great AMA when you can just sit and just chill. So, but anyway, I'm Madrid 22. Shane is my name, but Madrid is just my Discord handle. No, I'm not from Madrid. It was just my favorite soccer team growing up, and so I've stuck with it for all these years. I've got a lot of people ask if I'm from Spain, but no. So yeah, I'm one of the founders here at ArbiDex, or Arbitrum Exchange. We were one of the first decentralized exchanges, or DEXs, on the Arbitrum network. You can go there, provide liquidity, earn lots of juicy rewards, and we've done a few $1 billion in volume on Arbitrum since we went live. It's been a year and a half, 2 years now. So ArbiDex is we're founders of multiple dexes on a bunch of chains, but ArbiDex is our first and our baby, and we're really excited to be partnering with Foxify, and it's going to be a bright future for both of us, and it's going to get really epic really quickly. So that's who ArbiDex is, and that's who I am.
Yeah, and you know what? Back in I
Uh-oh.
Hello, guys. Looks like we're back live. It's just me on my own. There's Madrid. So Madrid, maybe you rejoined as well, buddy.
Yeah. Gotta love technology.
Yeah, it's this time of day, isn't it? I don't know about you guys, but it's like 5 in the UK. So this is the time when normally everybody's getting in and putting all their stuff on. So maybe it's the internet. We need to put a few pennies in the meter. But you can hear me okay now?
Yep. 5 o'clock there, 12 o'clock here. So everybody's going to lunch and jumping on their phones and shutting us down too.
Yeah, very good. So I was just about to ask you a question, and
Okay.
I'm now petrified, by the way, because I had a lot of issues last time we did a live stream. So we're going to be to the point and minimize any disruption. So
Sure.
when I joined, when I really got into crypto last bull run, understanding what a DEX was super simple, right? There was perp DEXs back then, but they weren't big, right? GMX was the one that made it really big, and DEXs were Pancake Swap, which was a fork of Uniswap. And that was a DEX. And now there's different types of DEXs, right? And we're currently on Balancer, moving away from Balancer to you guys. And you've got all different types of DEXs. So it'd be great, like, maybe if you could explain what flavor of DEX is ArbiDex.
So ArbiDex is kind of a combination of Uniswap, Pancake Swap, and Camelot Exchange, if some people, which is the number one DEX on Arbitrum as well. So Uniswap, they are the leaders in the space, and if you're smart, you're going to stick to something that's very well known, that's very accredited, and their tech is second to none. So what we've done is we took Uniswap and we introduced lower fee tiers. So the idea is that we're able to scale or basically scalp a lot more volume through lower fees. And so that's kind of what we've got there. And then we also introduced a locking mechanism where you can lock your native LPs, which we saw be very, very successful with Camelot Exchange. So it's kind of a mix between Uniswap and Camelot, and it's been working really well.
Yeah. So is it concentrated liquidity pools?
Yes, so we have standard V2 pools, and we also have concentrated liquidity pools. Now, concentrated liquidity pools are where we steer most of the rewards because that's what attracts the most volume. V2 pools, this day and age, are really just for meme coins or native LPs that you just want to have a full range of liquidity.
Yeah, got it. And how does the LP locking work? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, so basically you're able to take your ARX wrapped ETH LP, deposit it into the farm. If you lock it, you can get a 2x multiplier. So if the APR is 150%, if you lock it for 6 months, you can earn 300%. So it's very simple, and it's a good way to kind of get that sticky liquidity and keep people around.
Good. You paused a second then, so I was petrified. Yeah, great stuff. And obviously, on not to shield too much for you guys, but we look at ArbiDex at the moment. You guys have got some really good APRs on. You don't want to be too into stables probably in an environment like this. But one that really stood out for me was Bitcoin and ETH, which is I think ETH has obviously got a lot of headroom, and Bitcoin has run a lot. So maybe having too volatile. And I think your APR on that pair is pretty high at the moment, right?
Yeah. And honestly, that's kind of the perfect pool that you want to be in a bull run at the moment. There's a lot of volatility between Bitcoin and Ethereum. And, you can, someone that wants to have exposure to one or both of those assets, it's a great pool to jump into because you're going to be earning Bitcoin and ETH with a sprinkle of the ARX rewards that we distribute as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Although one thing I think, because people are obviously very afraid of impermanent loss, and actually, it works both ways, right? And you can see, if you look at ETH, it was back down near to 3,500 not so long ago, back up to 4,000. So pairing a volatile asset with a stable, it basically halves the downside, but it also halves the upside. So if you do want to just kind of cut that volatility in half whilst earning, because there's nothing worse than you being a really volatile pool, but then you buy at the top and it's a local top, and then in a dip. So if you want to sort of that, I think that's the other side of impairment loss, because we as degens, we always talk about what we're missing, right, rather than because we're hungry for more. But having sort of a volatile paired with stable can also, if because everyone's an expert looking back at charts, but you never really know until later on. So if you do want to take a bit of a risk averse approach, then having a volatile asset like Bitcoin paired with the USDC, it gives you half of the upside, but it also takes away half of the downside as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And that's kind of for people that want to, get their feet wet, and not completely expose themselves. Right. I've been in this space for a long time, and I've bought the top quite a few times. So having, a semi-stable, having a wrapped ETH USDC or Bitcoin USDC, that's a good way to get some exposure, but still, have upside potential, right? And I've always told people, take some of those profits and roll them into something that's a little bit more volatile. Bitcoin and ETH, ETH has lagged behind quite a bit with Bitcoin. So hopefully we get a nice run with that here soon.
Yeah, fingers crossed. So, cool. All right. Well, I'll give it a bit of an introduction to Foxify and Funded. So, Foxify and Funded, really, I suppose, quite explicitly, we say, our USP isn't really the perpetuals DEX, right? There's 200 odd perpetuals DEXs out there, but we're the first, and currently still, I know other people are trying to build them, but we're the first and currently only fully Web3 prop trading application. If anyone knows anything about prop trading, it's basically all fake money games. It's give us a few $100 and I'll give you $1 bazillion. You'll get rich, you lose, and it's almost like all of the problems of a central exchange on steroids, right? Because you're highly leveraging a small amount of money, and it's definitely in that platform's interest for you to lose, right? It's definitely in their interest for you to lose. They don't want to pay you cash outs, and the prop trading industry is very murky because of that. It's a huge industry, but what you have is these companies, they take your money, they promise that it's a fair game, and then when it's time to pay you out, if you've done well, they don't want to. Or there are ways that they can play with the price, the execution, and because it's all off chain, you don't really know. You never really know. And so prop trading in the Web 2 world is really like central exchange risk, but absolutely on steroids. So what our application does, like I say, it's the only on-chain prop trading application at the moment. So you trade on the platform. We are, just a sneaky peek, we are very deep into some discussions at the moment about introducing some other options in terms of funded. So at the moment, it's a $400 challenge. It's your $400. You're risking your money, but that 400 USDC remains yours at the end of the challenge, plus any profit you generate. The point is that you're just trading with your own capital. You prove that you can trade, and then you qualify for funding. And you get funded within 7 days. And actually, you could trade with $400, turn it into 500, tick the boxes that are required of funded, and then you can take all your money out, and then off you go, and you're a funded trader. So we recognize that some people maybe want a lower barrier to entry than that, and some people maybe want to go even bigger than that. So we're exploring different options at the moment. But fundamentally, funded is currently the only 100% Web3 prop trading application. So the real USP there is like all of the USPs you get from a DEX over a central exchange. Yeah, the price feed is impartial, it's independent from us. We have no influence on how trades are settled, right, in terms of the price that's used. In addition to that, one of the big things with prop trading businesses is getting to the end of a challenge. Some of these guys trade for like weeks and months, and then at the end, the prop trading company says, well, hey, I need a picture of you with your shirt off trading to know it was really you. And you get these weird and wonderful rules. And basically, it's them just trying to get out of paying, right? Because their business model is they want more suckers to pay the fee than they have to pay out on the other end. And that's their business model. Whereas with us, the USDC is in your trader account when you start the funded challenge, and then you keep a profit share of that, and you keep 80% of any profits you generate with our money. and the rest of it goes back to the vault. Yeah, so that's in a nutshell. Now we do have the perpetuals platform because Funded is sitting over the perpetuals platform, so you can trade a handful of pairs from sort of Doge, which is very volatile and absolutely pumping right now. In fact, through blue chips and also Bitcoin as well. So yeah, so that's sort of Foxify and Funded, and like open if you want to ask me any questions, because I dug a little bit with you.
Yeah. So when are you and I, when we're going to have a trading competition between each other? Right.
Well, we could be the first. We could be the first volunteers. So if you want to put yourself forward, I'll put myself forward, and
do you consider yourself a good? Do you consider yourself a good trader?
Absolutely not.
All right, so that's fair, because I don't either. So perfect.
You list all of the great attributes a trader has. Patience, zero patience. Being really calm in the situation, not at all. Bag of nerves. I am. But no, it'd be great fun. Well, when we get onto the trading competition, I think maybe the two of us should throw our name in the hat and
that'd be pretty cool.
First volunteers.
Yeah. See, I'm the same way. That when I say I bought the top many times, I make the mistake of buying the top, selling the bottom, then rebuying at the top again, and then selling at the bottom. It's funny because we're great builders. We're great at building. Trading perps trading dexes, and dexes where you can pair assets, but not good traders. So that's all right. That means great football coaches might not have been good at playing, right? But they're good coaches. So
yeah, absolutely. Ryan's saying we should have a dance off. I don't know about that. I'm not.
No, I have no rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, you guys don't deserve to see that.
Well, it depends if the money's right. It depends if the money's right. If he's bribing, I might do that.
How many dollar bills have you got? Very good. So let's talk about the partnership then. We're here now because at the moment our decentralized liquidity, we only have decentralized liquidity because we recently delisted from MEXC, which was our decision. Whilst if you read MEXC, it doesn't look like that, but trust me, 1,000,000% our decision. And actually it's a good shill for ArbiDex and dexes in general, because why did we delist from MEXC? It's just everything's obfuscated and there's just such a lack of trust. And as a project, you've got project liquidity there and you're trying to trust a market maker, you're trying to trust the exchange. Both of them blame each other for your liquidity sort of being eaten away with no obvious reason why. Some very sort of like strange things happening, and it's just very opaque, an extremely opaque world, and a complete lack of trust. And actually, we ran obviously. We had MDB before Foxify, and we had good times, we had difficult times like any project, but certainly our liquidity was much more predictable, right? You could really see what was happening. You knew where the tokens were. And so we decided to come away from MEXC. Our liquidity at the moment is on Balancer. We're moving that this week. So Friday is the launch date of when we're going to move our liquidity from Balancer across to ArbiDex, and we'll be launching 2 pools. So the first pool will be wrapped ETH and Fox tokens. So Fox is the utility token of Foxify. 30% of all trading fees are used to buy back the token, actually, and that happens periodically, almost like every day on the open market, and distributes those tokens to the staking pool. So it's a utility token, and that will be paired with ETH as it is at the moment, actually. And then we've got a second pool. So maybe I'll let you talk about the second pool.
Yeah, so we're going to pair up Fox and ARX. So with that pool, you're going to be able to earn ARX and Fox. The Fox pool is going to be earning the ARX token. The ARX token, if you guys aren't familiar with it, is our reward token on the platform, and you're able to stake that token to earn the trading fees, 100% of the fees that are generated from the pool. So 100% of the fees that are generated from the Fox pool, wrapped ETH pools, ARX pools, all of that goes to the stakers, similar to what Foxify does. You've got to give your token utility. So that's where the trading fees go for that. And you can expect to see some very, very lucrative, nice and juicy rewards for those two pools. The goal here is to really, kickstart. We're excited to have Foxify come over from Balancer, and we think this is a great opportunity to really take off for both of us. So we're jumping in full steam, head first, and we couldn't be excited to do it with anybody other than you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we've super looking forward to it actually. So there's just to clarify, so there will be rewards on both pools. And actually I think in terms of the way the rewards work is different to Balancer, right? So the way the pool fees work on Balancer is that the fees build back into the LP actually, so you don't receive any rewards unless you boost the rewards on Balancer. That's how their system works. Whereas all of the fees on ArbiDex actually are paid out to the stakers, right?
Not exactly. So if you are in a Wrapped ETH or Foxify pool, the Wrapped ETH Fox pool, you're going to earn 80% of the fees that are generated from the pool. So that's an incentive for liquidity providers, right? When you deposit into the pool, you're going to earn a portion of the fees as well.
What do you earn that in?
You will earn that in Wrapped ETH and Fox. So the two tokens that are being traded through the pool, those are what you're going to be earning in your fees. Same with like a Wrapped ETH USDC pool, you would earn Wrapped ETH in USDC. And additionally, you'll be earning there.
Before we move on to the additional, do you claim those, or do they automatically compound into your LP balance?
So you will claim those. So you can claim those. You can decide if you want to add those into a different range. Some people choose to take some profits there. The best way to do it is, when you earn fees, add it back into your position, and you can keep just, that flywheel rolling. And then, you can take your ARX rewards. That's what we also distribute to the pool. So you'll be earning essentially 3 tokens on every pool that you're deposited in. You'll earn the 2 tokens, Wrapped ETH and Fox, and then you'll earn ARX. Now, when you take your ARX, the other 20% of the pool fees that is taken from the protocol, we distribute that to the stakers. So you'll earn fees in your LP, then you can take your ARX reward and then earn more additional rewards by staking that as well. No. Are you frozen again?
Hello.
Oh, all right. I was like, no. All right.
It's a night. My internet is full bars, by the way, everybody. My internet is absolutely full bars. So I'm blaming StreamYard.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm here too. Where did I get cut off?
People are saying there's 2 of me. There shouldn't be. I've removed 1. Okay, right, cool, Frida. Yeah. So LP. So if you were saying that if you've got ETH, Fox, LPs, you will earn in that LP. You can claim those, or you can chuck them back in, get that flywheel effect, and then you earn from more, right? Because if you earn 10%, you put them back in, you're going to be earning 10% more, and then you get your ARX rewards separately from that as well.
Correct. Yeah, and then you can stake those and earn more money. I love being able to take my rewards and stake them to earn more Wrapped ETH, more USDC, and then you can take that Wrapped ETH and USDC you earn and make another LP, and it's just a nice cycle. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it, and I see people having a lot of different strategies. They'll take 10% of their fees, take that as their profit for the day, and then chuck the other 90% into a staker, and then take 50% of that for their profit. So that's a lot of different strategies, a lot of ways you can play it.
Yeah, fantastic. And I've got a long history of biting actually. So 6331 NJ, is that somebody you know in your community? I've seen a few comments from them, and maybe you've just got a dark sense of humor, but you're a bit fuddy, my friend. You're a bit fuddy. It's Yeah, it's not necessary. People are grafting here. They've got two fantastic communities coming together. Great opportunity to build liquidity and build fees on both of our platforms, actually, sort of working in partnership. So maybe you've just got a very dry sense of humor, but coming across a bit fuddy, my friend.
It's all right. We deal with them for the rest of our lives, my man.
You got thicker skin than me, maybe thicker skin than me. Cool. Okay, right. Well, let's get on to the sexy bit then, because I think that's pretty sexy anyway, right? We're gonna have two pools. There'll also be arbitrage opportunities there, right, across the two pools.
Beautiful. Yeah, it'll be beautiful arbitrage.
Yeah, so there'll be good arbitrage across the two pools, which generates more fees. Actually, generates more fees for people and more rewards for those people taking part in those pools. So yeah, it should be a fantastic time. Should we talk about the trading competition as our last point?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Okay, right, here we go. So it's probably on me, actually, because I don't think we've been probably giving you enough information to put it on you. So here we go, trading competition. So one thing, probably a massive learning from us of the last sort of 12 months, actually, is there's probably 100 people that would love to get involved in a project, obviously want to see Token Moon and so on. For every person there is that actually wants to trade on a platform, right? We recognize that. But funded is like super unique, great opportunity, and there's a brilliant opportunity to kind of pit people against each other. What we're going to do, we're going to run a trading competition, which is a good bit of fun for the community. So we need just minimum one volunteer, which is fantastic because we've already got one volunteer from each community, which we did at the start of the call. So the both of us we'll need to start a challenge on Friday, no pressure. So we'll need $400 of USDC and we'll need some ETH on Arbitrum for gas, right? And we will start on Friday and we will run a qualification challenge for 7 days and we'll take each other on. Now, unlimited number of people can take part. We'll put out some announcements after this call and then we'll have until Friday for people to come forward. And I'll tell you about the next bit in a second. So if you know what, if nobody else comes forward, that's okay, right? You know, this is about a bit of fun. But I know there's definitely a couple of people in our community that love to get involved. If there's a couple of people that love to get involved, obviously, you know, you turn the 400 into 800. Not only are you a winner, not only are you a hero, but it's all your money. You keep it. It's not like normal prop trading where you lose the money. You get to keep all of those funds as well. So we'll try and we have to get an equal number across each community. So come forward, shout out, say you'd love to take part. And then we'll find out how many participants there are next Friday, and we'll get all the challenges to start next Friday. So the really sexy stuff. I love this bit because this is very degen. What we will also do is we will give the opportunity for both the ArbiDex community and the Foxify community to put native tokens into a pot, right? And whoever wins, so if there's 3 traders from each community, we'll do it as an average, right? But if it's just one, then it's head to head. And whichever trader from which community wins, then the other community, that community takes the pot, right? So we'll set because it has to be an equal amount, right? So we'll work out the price of ARX, and we'll work out the price of Fox, and maybe we'll say we won, I don't know, starting amount $500 or $1,000 or something like. I'm sure we can get it to $1,000, right? So let's say $1,000 of ARX and $1,000 of Fox. And that's the pot. Now, if you guys want to keep going, what we'll do is we'll say, do we want to go to 1250? If it looks like there's appetite, we'll up it. If you want to go to $10,000-$20,000 worth of native tokens, we'll just keep going until it looks like we're reaching sort of a limit. And then when we start the challenge, at the end of it, if you contribute, so if I contributed $100 worth of Fox, and then the ArbiDex community win, then my $100 of Fox is going to go to the ArbiDex community and be shared out between all the ARX contributors. So there's no fees being taken. There's no dilution or anything like that. It's communities being able to say, do you know what? I'm going to put a couple of chips behind my guy or guys or girls. And if you win, then you're going to take the other one's part. And I think and what we'll also do is we're going to monitor those wallets on chain. So we'll give daily updates on winning trades, losing trades, how each traders are doing from each community. So through the week, anybody who's contributed can kind of live and feel it. And we love a bit of banter. And I think it'd be great to have lots of chat going backwards and forwards.
So this is my my elevator pitch. I want the best trader from Foxify to volunteer for ArbiDex. I'll give you $100 if you're just the best guy out there on Foxify. Come over here to ArbiDex, get a little bit of extra cash in your pocket, and let's.
Wow. I'm not literally completely blindsided by the level of hustle this man has got. And no, $100 is nothing.
Shooters gotta shoot, man. Shooters gotta shoot. You miss all the shots you don't take.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if that piqued your interest, I can sweeten the deal. If that piqued your interest, somebody out there, we can maybe do more than 100, maybe 105, but we'll see.
What we're going to do is we're going to find the worst trader we got, and we're going to send him in as a mob.
Oh no, not a Trojan horse. Oh no. No, I need records. If you're the top trader, I need records verification.
We need West Easy. We'll get him over. Or there's a few people who've got liquidator in their title.
Oh yeah, no, we'll leave West Easy over for Foxify.
Yeah, it'll be great fun though, right? I think it's a way. Yeah. Obviously, you know, I think we're a little bit crazy on our side, so we know that we'll definitely put $1,000 worth of Fox in that pot, and if you guys match it, and if you want to push it higher, yeah, we'll go. And I think just the banter through the week will be it'll be something, and there can only be one winner.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely put in at least 1,000. I think it's a great way for both communities to really kind of learn about each other, learn about each other's platforms. You know, the ArbiDex community is so used to just, you know, liquidity provision and farming, right? And this gives them an opportunity to kind of check out the other side of DeFi with, you know, the perps trading and, you know, and the same way with the Foxify traders, right? They're used to, you know, going all in straight to the moon or straight to the ground, short and long. And it's an opportunity to, you know, kind of play around with some concentrated liquidity. So it's a great partnership. The trading competition is going to be a great introduction to, you know, getting everybody familiar. And there's a lot of money to be made on Foxify, and there's a lot of money to be made on ArbiDex. So it's nice to put the two together. That's more money. In case y'all didn't know.
yeah.
That's why we're here.
Absolutely. And look, guys, just if you're from ArbiDex, I know that you know really, you know, Foxify was born out of a token project. Quite frankly, there is really a small number of traders that are active in our community. Most of the people who trade on our platform actually probably aren't very active in the community, in fact, which we're okay with, right? We, you know, I'd if I could have 1 million people sort of bouncing around in Discord or 1 million people using the platform, I'll go for the latter because it's good for business. But yeah, so don't feel like we're absolute sharks. It's it's 99% degen, and it'll be a load of fun. So some funny comments coming through. Raider number 42, I know he's from our community, said Fredo is gay for crypto. Yeah, he's very happy about crypto. But it's time for questions, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it. Come on, guys. If you chuck your questions in, you got questions about the pools, how they're going to work on Friday, maybe how you should get yourself ready for the pools on Friday. Throw them in now. If you got any questions around funding, maybe you want to get a bit of practice in before Friday, or anything within the Foxify ecosystem, then now's your time before we bolt. Very quiet. So just how did the that's a good question. How did you meet each other? So we were introduced by a great mutual friend, Jake from Dex Finance. I need to catch up with him. But we almost, and actually, you know, I openly say this, you know, I privately sent the guys at ArbiDex an apology, because we should have really listed on ArbiDex in the first place. So it was a real sort of like mistake of ours, and we were getting pushed and nagged by market makers and different people, and you know, actually it's probably one of those moments. Sometimes I'm really like strong-willed about something, and Often I stick to my guns when it's the wrong thing to do, and it was one of those. It was one of those where I should have stuck to my guns. All sorts of people were saying, we need to list somewhere else for these reasons, blah blah blah, and so we should have really listed with ArbiDex, and we went in a different direction, and it was instantly regretted, to be honest, and so we've kind of stayed in touch. It's never, it's not been an easy up. This year you have very short memories, but last year was very, very difficult year for people in DeFi. Even where alts were, not
obliterated. Obliterated.
Even August, right? ETH was back down to 2,300.
It was rough.
Battered.
Yeah,
right?
it was good. We were friends. We planned on launching together. Way back at the very beginning, and things didn't work out at that point in time. And this is the opportunity for us to do what we wanted to do in the beginning. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Very good. So a couple more questions. So Ignorancy says, I was expecting it, but it is what it is. What were you expecting, my friend? I can't see that.
Will more pools be created on ArbiDex? So, I'll take that one. So we incentivize a wide variety of pools. And I think, out of the gate, obviously, Danny and the Foxify team, they're going to want to concentrate their liquidity in one pool. And I think that what we can do as time goes on and as volume picks up and usage is really picking up, we can introduce other pools like, Fox Bitcoin or Fox USDC, that could create some arbitrage. I believe that the main liquidity will be hosted in the Fox ETH pair. But what we can do, down the road is, distribute additional ARX rewards to a variety of different pools. So if the community, you're able to create whatever pool you want. So if you've got $10,000 worth of Fox and you've got $10,000 worth of Bitcoin and you want to make a pool, you can do that. Now, mind you, the protocol will take a small cut of the fees that are generated by the pool. And if the pool is successful, then we would look at adding some additional rewards to boost the liquidity. But it's a beautiful thing, that the DEX is permissionless. You're able to create whatever pairs you want. But if you want extra rewards, that pool's got to be performing pretty good before we start giving out extra money to it.
Yeah, very good. Cool. So good question here. So and I like the fact that the banter has already started. ArbiDex going to win. Sorry, Foxify fan. Very good. Let me bring that comment up because we've still got the free game comment. It's not nice. Foxify, it moved quickly, so it's like I'm fudding you guys. I tried to click this one, and I accidentally clicked the other one. So
you heard it here first, folks. Danny thinks that ArbiDex is going to win. You heard it here first. Am I still there? Can y'all still see me? All right. Well, Danny has conceded to the point of not only are we going to win, he's let me take over the AMA from you guys. So again, back to the best traders. You guys come on over. I have faith in some of my ArbiDex peeps, but I'd like to check them all out. All right, we got any other questions? I can't tell you guys how exciting it is to be able to revisit this partnership that we intended, over a year ago. We had planned it, as Danny said. They got pushed in a different direction, and that's this world, right? Sometimes you got to make a decision and run with it, and if it's a mistake, you've got to learn from it and come back. And it's really, really exciting. I think this is a perfect point in time. ARX, ArbiDex, you guys have been with us from the beginning. We've had our ups and our downs as well, right? We've made our fair share of mistakes as a Dex as well. And so this is just a really great opportunity for both protocols, both projects, to really bolster each other. And, both of these communities together, I think that we're going to make some big noise here in the DeFi world and on Arbitrum. So we couldn't be more excited. A lot of you guys know that we just rolled out a massive UI update on ArbiDex, and this is all coming together perfectly. Perfect timing. I was thrilled when Danny reached out and said they were looking to move from Balancer over, and it's been a great opportunity. Are you back, Danny? There he is.
I am. I'm back. That was brilliant, though. That's fantastic. Yeah. I should shut up more.
Yeah. I was telling everybody you conceded so far that you left the stream that we were going to win the trading competition.
To be fair, I thought I'm going to come back and then we should just wrap it up as soon as possible before it happens again. So I think we've had about close to 100 individual people actually check into today's stream. So look, thank you again. Quite frankly, I think because we messed you around a bit the first time around, I don't think we really deserved a second bite of the cherry. So I appreciate you guys, sticking with it. And I think there's a certain affinity between people in this industry that have made it this far and haven't screwed each other over, there's a lot of this industry. So it's nice to be in this place, and I cannot wait for the trading competition and for the pools to get launched on Friday.
Beautiful. Me either. It's going to be exciting.
All right, good stuff. All right, you take care, guys.
See you guys. Thanks for having us.